And Scott Simpson at the 15th. Also on videotape.
So often in playing in the last twosome, they're both got off to funny kind of little starts. They're both just playing terrible. Tom hits it right, Scott left. You see that a lot of times.
At 17, Osaki. Nicely done. He has 3 there. Now the leader in the 16th fairway.
Curtis is 169 to the flagstick. He has a 6-iron out. The wind is from right to left, and although the ball is up against the collar of the rough, it shouldn't affect his hit on the ball. He's got a very good lie. That ball is covering the flag right there. He's swinging well.
He's also seemingly the calmest one out there.
David, I think he's the meanest one out here. He hadn't cracked a smile all day. And you got to be tough, and to do what he's doing, it's remarkable.
A lot of history there. He should be the first player to win 2 Opens in a row since Hogan did it at Marion and Oakland Hills.
Curtis! Going! Baby, Kurt!
Not that they're superstitious or anything, but it looks like the same color shirt he wore the last round last year. Plus, he didn't change his schedule at all. Last year, he had an outing on a Monday before the tournament, and this year he booked an outing.
Now at the 18th, Mark McCumber. Just 1 shot off the lead.
He has 182 yards.
Perfect kind of pin position for him.
I think it is, Dave. He fades the ball. He can hit it high in the air when he wants to. I think it's a perfect pin for him to hit it close.
I don't think it's helping at all. I can't get any dry grass.
He knows the wind is blowing to the right, but he can hardly feel it where he's standing, right down in this low spot in the 18th fairway. So that's what he's discussing with his caddy.
Well, that's my choice if you're going to trust the Howard. Otherwise, I definitely got to put 5. That makes sense. I think it might be better with it.
Mark wants to hit 5. His caddy wants him to hit 6.
I think 6 is a better club for him.
That's what he's got.
It is a 6, Ed?
That's what he has, a 6-iron.
So he can hit it hard, Jack? Is that why you're saying that?
Well, I think so. I think Mark is a strong iron player anyway. And at this point in the tournament, you're really kind of pumped up.
It looked like he hit it very hard. Perfect kind of shot. He started it toward the center of the green with a cut and used the slope, and it's right down there for that birdie putt.
Well, he's down there about where Chip Beck was a moment ago.
The only problem was he didn't get to see Chip putt, did he?
No, he didn't.
Curtis at 16.
Curtis has taken a long look at this putt. It's only about 10 feet, pretty flat putt. Nothing he should worry about as far as speed, and it should possibly break just a little bit to his left.
This is one of the easiest greens on the golf courses, I think, to read, and I think it's probably one of the smoothest to putt. It's this green is pretty much as it looks, and not all the greens are that way on the golf course.
Jack, if he could make this, he'd put the icing on the cake, I believe, for the rest of the boys. He's playing awful consistent.
Well, he couldn't have it in a better spot in the green to make a putt.
It's just been a long time between birdies here.
It's hard to make one when you haven't made one for a long time, but I'm sure that that's disappeared from his mind before he's putting this. He's thinking about this putt.
And so is Sarah.
Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in.
There it is. The drought is over.
Jack, 35 straight holes without a birdie.
Well, you know, you play along, and you think about birdies, and you think about making a birdie, and all of a sudden it gets on your mind. And all of a sudden you're getting down the end of a tournament, and you're a shot ahead. All of a sudden that thought leaves your mind, and that putt that he had in front of him really changed. The thought changed, and he really wanted to make that putt.
You know, it's
Watch Sarah, yeah.
it's so hard to be watching. I was thinking of Mr. Kite, Tom's father, how much it hurts when you can't do anything.
And Mr. Penick there, too, one of the great gentlemen of golf, Harvey Penick.
And wives suffer, too, don't they?
I think people that love you suffer more. I mean, the player at least has some control over things.
Curtis Strange now, a two-shot lead at the moment over Chip Beck and Ian Wisdom, who are finished. And we have Chip Beck here in the studio with Roger Twyble.
Okay, thank you very much, Jack. Chip with the 268, 100 for the championship. Chip, you played awfully well today.
Very consistent, and I had a lot of opportunities at the end of my round, and I converted on 11 and 12, and I was really looking for a few more.
What about Curtis Strange now at 300, 2 shots ahead? What do you think your chances are at this time?
Well, I think that Curtis is a tough man to beat, and 17 and 18 are about playing as easy as they've played all week, to be honest with you. He hit a 6-iron in 18. It's playing very short, so I think he'll do just fine.
17's a pivotal hole for Curtis because he's played it 4 over the first 3 days. Congratulations. I know you're getting married next week, Chip, and good playing this week.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go back to Jack.
Thank you, Roger. Yes, congratulations, Chip. A great open, and congratulations on the marriage. All right, here's the tough hole. It has not been too kind to Curtis. The 17th.
A golfer's memory is pretty long.
Well, I think this is a tough tee shot for Curtis, in that Curtis likes to hit the ball with a little right to left, and this is really a left to right hole. And if you get it over the hill right to left, obviously you could run through the fairway. But this is probably as important tee shot as there is going to be today.
He's hit it perfect. He started it left and faded it right in the center of the fairway. Jack, he's been working the ball left to right all day long, and the wind is left to right, and it's just perfect setup for him.
Well, that was a great tee shot there.
Let's take a look at this giant. It's a par 5 for the members, but when the Open comes here, they make it a 4.
And they leave the tee right there. It's a little left to right tee shot. You played at the crown of a hill. The fairway goes a little bit away left over the crown. Obviously, a little left to right tee shot puts it in the middle of the fairway. You've got a sea of bunkers coming into the green, and it's sort of a 3-tiered green. The pin's on the back tier today, and it's one that the ball will just sort of run to the back of the green.
All right, Jack. Lee Trevino in 1968 had this putt for a par at this hole.
It's home. Lee Trevino saves the par. At 17, he remains 1 under par for the tournament and preserves his 4-stroke lead over Jack Nicklaus, and that just about does it.
That was Bill Fleming's call in 1956. Ben Hogan 3-putted this green to stop him from a playoff with Cary Middlecoff. Now, Mark McCumber at the 18th with the putt. That now would bring him into second place alone.
He just looked at that scoreboard, too, so he knows probably to have any chance, he's got to make this. You can't expect Curtis Strange to bogey both the last 2 holes. Stranger things have happened, obviously. He looked up at that board and he saw that 3 on Curtis's name there.
Dave, if he finishes 1 shot back, That little putt at 13 where he 3-putted, and the putt at number 9 where he 3-putted from about 40 feet, but a very flat putt. I know he won't like to remember those. He can't be thinking of that now, though.
He's got to be thinking of getting the ball up to the hole on this one. And of course, we said before that this one breaks real sharp if you don't have enough pace on it.
If he makes it, at worst, he's second by himself.
Yeah. Now at 16, Scott Simpson.
Scott and Tom are just trying to get in the clubhouse now. It's been a disastrous last few holes for both of them. Scott salvaged a 4 there at 15, made a marvelous 4. It's about 180 yards here. Got a 5-iron.
Nice shot.